Shalom, family. I'm making this quick video. Well, I don't know if it's going to be quick or not, but I'm making this video to address any negative comments, any negative thoughts, any concerns that anybody might be having or feeling towards the post that I made and the video I made this morning about the keys to the kingdom business that the Father has told me to start. So I'm just going to address a few things and try to clear up whatever it is that people may be confused about, may be concerned about, or whatever the case may be. And I'm a very honest person. For those who have been in this ministry for a while, know that I'm very transparent, that I always address things, I speak on things, I clear up things. I'm an open book, so I always share things that the Father is doing in my life, the Father is blessing me with, to be an encouragement for my brothers and sisters, to also be to share my testimony of what the Father is doing for me, so that it can also strengthen up others. But I understand what comes with ministry. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little annoyed that every time that I'm in need of help, or every time that I'm announcing some blessing that the Father has done, is always attacks that comes from the people who benefit the most, or the people who I have been a blessing to, or whatever the case may be, are usually the main ones who comes to quickly attack. So I'm annoyed by that, but however, I still have my peace, because I know that with ministry work or being a public figure or whatever the case may be, is always going to come with attacks. It's always going to come with false accusations. It's always going to come with things of that sort. So I understand. I get it. I'm not mad. I'm not upset. However, I'm going to address it to clear up things. And those who get it will get it. And those who don't, there's only so much I can do. I can only speak on it and clear it up, and then leave the rest in the Father's hands. So I made a video about the house the Father was blessing me with, and I made a video about needing help to secure the deposit for the home. So when I made that video, then I don't know, I don't remember how many days later, maybe a day or two later, I also announced about the business that the Father was telling me to be having me to prepare to get ready to launch for January. So because I made the video about the house the Father was blessing me with, I already felt when I made that video, it provoked a lot of jealousy, hatred, and whatever the case may be, because not many people want to see you blessed. Not many people want to see you doing well. Not many people want to see the things that God has for you to come to pass. Understand this. I already know from that's why I made that post about embrace when God is taking you low, so that you can see everything that you need to see. So I'm thanking God that He took me low, that He had me to shut down my cleaning business to do ministry work full time, and brought me low to where I had to depend on others to eat, to where I had to depend on others to pay my bills, where I had to depend on Him, but the blessings through other people that He was sending. I'm glad that He took me low so that I could see how people truly felt about me, how people really thought about me. That's why I said embrace when the Father is taking you low. Don't get mad. Don't get angry. Don't get upset. But pay attention to what He is showing you. He is exposing the hearts of people. So when He promotes you, when He elevates you, you understand how to address the situation. You understand how to deal with these kind of people. And there's also a shift in your mindset to understand how you was acting before. You can't act where I'm taking you. And meaning, I have always been a person who freely gives. I freely give. I freely give my time. I freely give whatever it is the Father requires of me to do. I lay it all down to serve my brothers and sisters to the best of my ability. But when my brothers and sisters are in need, that anybody who knows me can tell you I'm there. They can count on me. They can depend on me whatever the case may be. They know that I'm there, and they know that they can count on me to do whatever it is that I need to do. I've been on the phone with people for 6 hours praying and encouraging them, doing all of this work and laying down what I could easily, like I said, I could easily go and been working and not have to ask nobody for anything. I could have easily done it. But I did it out of obedience. I did it because the Father asked me to, not because I wanted to. You think somebody wants to depend on others to help them when they can go get a job or they can do whatever it is they need to do to get things taken care of? No, I didn't want to depend on nobody. I didn't want to ask nobody, but it's a humbling experience. So when God told me to pause that cleaning business, shut it down, and do ministry again to go to his people, that's what I did. So this is the thing. People will support you. I get more support from people when I'm low than when God is promoting me. Like when I first started doing ministry and I couldn't work, and then the Father told me to open that cleaning business, and I reached out to my brothers and sisters. I said, I need help getting a mop, a broom, a dustpan, a vacuum, and some cleaning supplies so that I can start cleaning and doing what the Father has told me to do. When I tell you, little to none supported that, but if I made a post and said, I'm hungry, I don't have no food to eat, or I need help paying this bill, people will run faster to support that than they would run to support me starting a business, because as long as I'm low, it's okay. As long as you are low, people will be willing to support you. But the moment that God said he's going to elevate you, the moment that God said he's going to promote you, it provokes anger, it provokes jealousy. Then all of a sudden, people got a problem with supporting you. But as long as you stay low, then I will support you. And that's what God has been showing me this second time around, how I'm always willing to sacrifice and give and give and give. But when it comes time for me to need help or support with things that God is telling me to do, I don't get that help. I don't get that support like that. As long as I'm low, yeah, people will willingly help to keep me low. But if it's something that God is telling me to do and they like, oh no, I know if I help her, then she's going to move forward. I know if I help him. No, people ain't going to move forward. They're not going to help you. They want you to stay low. They want you to stay in that position of being in poverty and lack or whatever the case may be. And I was talking to the Father about that. And the reason, like I said, to go back to the house, I made that post. I was excited to share the news with my brothers and sisters, but that'll probably be the last thing that I share again. I probably won't share anything of the blessings the Father has for me until everything comes to pass. I won't share anything like that. And I won't be asking for help anymore publicly. I'm just going to, if the Father put it on somebody's spirit to help or be a blessing, that's fine. And if not, that's fine. However, I know he will provide for me according to his riches and glory in Christ. So I believe in that and I trust in that. So you don't have to worry about me doing that. And understand, I'm not angry, but I am upset. I'm disappointed in some of my brothers and sisters who have that type of mindset, who think that you always owe them an explanation of what God is doing in your life. Ever since I made that announcement for the house and the business that God is blessing me with, I've been getting attacked. I've been getting messages. I've been getting emails. I'm like, my God, when I'm down low, when I'm in this poverty state and I can't work and I don't have money to feed my son and I don't have money to pay my bills, it's all, oh, we love you, Sister Rashida. We love you. You're doing so amazing, all of this work for God. But the moment that God said, I'm finna promote you, the moment that God said, I'm finna elevate you, I'm finna bless you twice, 10 times more than what you had before for you being obedient and laying it down and going to serve my people, all of a sudden there's a problem. Now is, I don't think you should do that. This, and that. This looks suspect. This look that. Well, take everything that I do to the Father. And that's our problem. That's people's problem today, is when you look in the scriptures and somebody did something, people used to say, the thing that God has spoken to you, I can speak neither good nor bad. When Moses fled with his, was it Moses? No, it was Jacob. When Jacob fled with his wives and his children and all that he had, and his wife's father came behind him, and the father came to him in a dream and told him not to say anything towards Jacob. He came to Jacob and told him the things that the father spoke concerning you. I can speak neither good nor bad. And that's what we need to practice. We need to stop always thinking, God ain't told you this, God ain't told you that. But just because you don't understand that, just because your level of faith ain't up there, we need to learn to be quiet on speaking on what God is doing in other people's life. When somebody tell me that God told them something, okay, I'm going to pray for you, brother. I'm going to pray for you, sister. But the thing that God has spoken concerning you, I can speak neither good or bad because I don't know what it is the Father has told you to do. So I'm making this video to address whatever concerns. And I'm always open. If anybody ever have a problem, anybody ever have any concerns, then you more than welcome to always inbox me. Anybody will tell you, I will respond. I usually respond right away. But people don't want to do it. They want to get public and make all these negative comments so that they can cause others to doubt, so they can cause others to question too, because of their motives and their agendas are not pure. Because if it is, you will do what the scripture said in Matthew. You will come to me, your sister. I'm supposed to be your sister. You will come to me and you will ask me, okay, Sister Rashida, you posted this. I'm feeling this way about it. Can you explain what you meant? And I will gladly do it. But no, that's not your intention. Your intention is not pure. And the spirit that you operating in is not in the spirit of the Most High God. But the thing is, like I said, as long as I'm low, and that's something the Father has shown me, and I thank him again for bringing me low again before he promotes me so that I can see how people really feel and how people really think. Don't look at the number of subscribers or whatever you want to call it, because guess what? I got more subscribers than I got supporters. Just like you can have more whatever followers or whatever than you have supporters. People be watching, but they ain't really there to support you. You have a lot of people who just operate with monitoring spirits just to see what God is doing in your life, just to see if what they doing behind closed doors is working. Just because you see numbers don't mean that people are supporting. Doesn't mean that they're there to support. Some people are there just to get what they can get and take it and go. So again, when I made the video about the house, I was trying to share what God was blessing me with. And I thought in that moment, like I was just like, I immediately from when I left to the house, I was going to post the video of the house and all that, but I didn't even do that. And I'm glad I didn't. Because I felt how everything, I could feel the energy towards me. But when I posted that house and then I said, brothers and sisters, if God leads you, I always say if God leads you. If God don't lead you, don't do it. I don't want it if it's not from God. But I said, if God leads you, then I'm trying to secure this house. However, if it's the Father will for me to get it, then it will be. And if it's not, then it won't be. And then I don't remember if it was a day or two later. I can't remember. I announced that I was starting that business. The business ain't even started yet, and I was opening the mentorship. So I guess that looks suspect, because how you go ask us for donation for you to get this house, and then in the same breath you talking about you starting this business that ain't launching until January. But you starting this business asking for mentorship, that looks like you just making up something to get money. For one, I don't need to do anything to get money. I can easily go to work. I can easily start my cleaning business back up and start accepting clients. I can easily do those things. I don't have to do the full-time ministry. I did it out of obedience. But I'm glad that the Father is calling me out of that season so I don't have to worry about it. But to clear that up, I'm only doing what the Father leads me to do. In the video, I thought that I could ask my brothers and sisters for support in getting it. And then the next day, the Father had the sister that I'm working with and sister that I'm close with to reveal something that he placed me on the spirit. And she was telling on my spirit that she was telling me she had confirmed what the Father was placing on my spirit. She was saying, you need to go ahead, because we had already been working on this behind closed doors. But I was thinking that I didn't need to do anything concerning the business. Like, I wasn't going to promote the business until January, until everything was finished. But however, I felt on my spirit, the Father's like, no, you need to start doing it now. You need to start building the platform now. You need to start building the audience for it now. But I wasn't going to say anything until January, until she confirmed it that next day for me, that the Father was telling me to push that instead of asking help from my brothers and sisters, to start pushing that business and getting that out of there. So that's why I came and I made the video to announce the business. And I got the proof of that. I got the messages. I can post the messages. I don't mind doing anything because the scripture says prove all things. So I don't mind doing it. So when I came back and announced the business, I never had any intentions on announcing the business. When I made that post and I was asking for help, I thought that's because that's how the Father always, when every time he tells me to move and he don't allow me to work, that's how he always leads me to ask for help when I'm getting ready to move. So I just assumed that, okay, that he was doing the same thing again. I was overly excited about the house that I shared, the video and stuff like that, until I sat with the Father that night and I was praying with him. I was like, what, is there anything that you need me to do? Anything that I can do to secure this house? And then that's when the next morning the sister texted me and was speaking about that. And I'll try to find that screenshot if I can to put that on the in this video so nobody thinks I'm lying. But yeah, so that's why that's why later I came and announced the business, but I never had no intentions on telling anybody about the business until the website and the academy was up and running. But the Father had different plans. As simple as that. The Father had different plans. I thought when he was telling me about the house and I was sharing the blessing, that he was going to do it like he always did. Every time I have moved and I was doing full-time ministry, he has always led me to ask my brothers and sisters for help. So that's why I made the video, until I sat with the Father that night and asked him to lead me on what he think I should do, or what, to secure the house. And that's when the sister messaged me the next day, and I told her that was confirmation to what the Father had been speaking to me about. So that's why. And I was going to take the video down about the house. But again, you don't have to worry about me asking for help or anything like that. The Father will take care of me. He will provide. I'm still going to do the ministry work the way the Father has told me to do the ministry work. As I continue to build these business, the people that he sends to support will support, and the ones who don't. I'm not going to be, there's nothing I can do about that. So I leave all of that in the Father's hands. I pray that this clears up any confusion or anything like that. But if it doesn't, like I said, email me, reach out to me, and I will clear up any confusion or whatever it is that you may be feeling. But last time saying this, I made the video and asking for help, because that's how, if for those who know me, who've been on this journey with me, who've been in this ministry for a while, know that every time the Father has told me to move, that's how he has led me to do it. And I thought he was doing the same thing again. I didn't know he was going to do it in a new way. I didn't know he was going to tell me to speak about this business yet. So that's why. So, that's all I can say. It is what it is, family. But I love you. I'm still your sister. I still care about y'all, But I'm grateful for what the Father has shown me. To the brothers and sisters who do support, who do pray for me, pray over the ministry, those who do send words of encouragement instead of always attacking and all of this type of stuff. Those who do give what they have to give. All of you who have genuine love for me and this ministry, I love you. I pray the Most High bless you, and may you overflow in every area of your life. And even the ones who secretly watch, who have no love for me but hate for me, I love you too. I pray that the Most High heal your heart. I pray that he delivers you from those spirits, and I pray that he opens your eyes up to what he's doing. And I just pray that he gives you understanding on why I made the video and why I announced the business. And if it caused any hatred or whatever the case may be, I just pray that the Father delivers you from that. But I just pray that He, reveals the truth. But y'all be blessed. But y'all have a blessed day. Shalom.